Yeah, I mean, I experienced it myself the first thing when, it's interesting because we all record our parts in sort of a vacuum and then, we don't necessarily know, and it's over years. And so to see it all put together, we don't necessarily know what else is going on for any other character in the film, even though it's part of, big ensemble. And, that third act of the first thing, like I was so verklempt. I was like emotional and happy and sad and cheering and excited, and there was like this adrenaline that came with. I loved it so much. And then I looked next to me, and like my at the time 3 or 4 year old daughter was having her experience with the story, and all of her friends were just the characters are so they're just very well fleshed out. They just feel like very real. Well, I would say people, but they're animals, but they're completely relatable. Yeah, you just root for them. You want them to win. And I think it's, that sort of like, it's feels that way. Like it feels multi-generational because of that. I always like doing voice work. I've done a lot of it, in different ways in animated films and film. I as an actor, you kind of have two tools. Like you have your physicality and you have your voice, and then you take one of those things away, and you're suddenly hyper aware of, what you don't have, and you're focused on the kind of nuance of that one tool, and I don't know whether it's liberating or not, but it's definitely like intense kind of work that's just it's just different. It's just something different, and has its own challenges. And I like that. I like doing stuff that feels, you know, like some kind of puzzle you have to solve. And I mean, working with Garth is the best partner to do that with, because he's got plenty of suggestions and lots of enthusiasm, and he can kind of, I think he knows it when he has it, and he hears it in his mind, and then, he's sort of right there with you, and he'll work at something until it's perfect, and then he knows when to like step off the gas. And it's just, yeah, he's a fantastic director. He's a great actor's director and a wonderful writer. Yeah, it's sort of, it was interesting recording it over the quarantine time, because we were all working separately of one another, and I hadn't. It was the only opportunity for me to kind of perform during that time, and I really looked forward to those sessions, because it gave, I don't know, it was just so reassuring to know that we were making something for the future, and it just helped me kind of like dream about what that was going to be, and now here we are, and it's just a wonderful thing to be able to celebrate this with people in person and with our families in person. And it's a movie that's so much about overcoming personal obstacles, and finding like a united voice. And I think it's just it's the right time for it. Serendipitous, that